Is your anxiety about the Christmas vacation holidays on its countdown? And are your button-pushing family members on the way to your house for the holidays? What if they are? Guess what? You're going to dull up your button, because today we are going to teach you what you need to know to stay in rapport with everybody in your family. Oh, yes, him too, and definitely you know who. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Hangout with Michael show. I am Michael Losier. I'm the author of these 3 best-selling books, and today we are teaching you information from my NLP book called Law of Connection. And there's a law to being connected with people, and we're going to tell you what one of those laws are today. And I'm glad that you joined us. If you're watching, say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. If you want to do the self-assessment, it's pretty quick to do it online. You can do it during today's show. We put the link down below. Go check the link. Find out what your style is. If you're watching live, let us know what your style is if you've taken the assessment. I got 2 panel experts with me today. I'll get to them in just 1 minute. First, I got a very special announcement. As some of you know, I have been certifying law of attraction facilitators for about 12 years in 7 countries. And I am bringing my in-person live certification training program to Las Vegas for 2 days on May 16th and 17th. It's a massive 2-day project that'll prepare you when you leave the 2-day seminar. You'll be able to stand up in a room of people, maybe 10 people of your family, and you will deliver them a razzle-dazzle introductory signature presentation that teaches them stuff you've been learning here. And then when you're done, they're going to want more. Oh, they can have it, but they're going to pay for it because you're going to charge them how to learn the 3-step formula. Rhonda is in the program right now. I'm going to get her to talk about that in a minute. But so for now, just mark your calendar. May 16th and 17th, be with me live in Las Vegas. And I'm going to teach you either how to do it live on Facebook or through other videos or in a stand-up room. You know, some of you are law of attraction enthusiasts, and you're teaching everybody, and you're not getting paid. Or some of you are already trainers, and you're doing law of attraction seminars, but you don't have a system. Well, I do, and I've been teaching it for years. I've certified 450 people in 17 countries how to teach law of attraction, and you're next in Las Vegas. So please join me, and we will be announcing the webpage to give you the more details about that program. Okay, I'm going to welcome my 2 guests today. I'm in beautiful Victoria, BC, on Canada's west coast, an island just a little bit bigger than Gilligan's Island. And why I love it here, because it doesn't snow. So if you all think we're in igloos all the time, we're not. There's no igloos here. There's a lot of greenery, and there's a lot of plants and a lot of great flowers here in beautiful Victoria, BC. And next to me is John from Vancouver. Good morning, John.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Thanks for having me here again, Michael, and thanks for everyone watching. I'll be reading the comments today, so please let us know that you're watching. Let us know that you're here, where you're from. And yeah, I'm a certified emotion code and certified body code practitioner, and I love helping people reduce their chronic pain and increase energy and increase motivation. And yeah, I work from my home in Vancouver and help people all over the world. Absolutely love it.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason why it's called distance healing, because you can do it at a distance. Whether you're sitting across from John at a coffee shop or whether you're in another country, I can guarantee and promise you that John can help you remove the trapped emotions and the negative feelings and emotions that you're having that are stopping you from moving forward. And tomorrow, John's going to be making an announcement about his business emotion code package and how he's going to help business people remove the blocks that are stopping them from making more money, getting more clients, getting ideal referrals, getting opportunities, and all those things that you're wishing and wanting, but there's a block. And the block is called trapped emotions, and my bro John can help you do that. So John, tell people about our show every Saturday, and then we're going to sneak over and have a little Rhonda. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, every Saturday we have the Emotion Code Bros show, and it's on fire. It is wonderful, a lot of fun. And next week is episode number 29. And so we've done 28 so far. It's right here on Michael's Facebook fan page. So join us live, 9 a.m. Pacific or 12 noon Eastern. And watch us explain the emotion code and help people. And tomorrow, I think we're bringing on a few people. We're going to welcome some guests.
Yes, we've got people that we've been helping during the show and private clients. They're coming on
Yeah,
to talk about how the emotion code has helped them. And because, like I said, we've been doing 28 episodes, so we've got lots of stories to share with you. And I think we've got room for 2 more people on tomorrow's Hollywood Squares panel. Let me know if you want to be in. Okay, John, just a quick peek. Who's saying what before we go over and introduce Rhonda? Because I know she's itching, but let's just say a quick hello to see who's watching and who's saying what, and then I'm going to bring on Rhonda. Go ahead,
absolutely.
please.
Yeah. Cindy Trost says, "Morning, bros."
Hey, Cindy, good morning.
Misty Anderson, good morning. Hashtag Alaska Misty here.
Hey, Misty from Alaska.
Colleen Teresa McSpirit says, "Happy Friday."
Hey, Colleen, happy Friday to you.
Yeah. Corrine Beach Murray says, "Good morning."
Hey, Corrine, welcome.
And Natasha Paula Samuel, "Hello, Michael, John, and Rhonda. Looking forward to the show as always."
Hey, good stuff.
Yeah, Rajesh Jaziwal. "Hi, Michael, sir, John, sir, and Rhonda, ma'am, from Mumbai, India. Energized."
That's right. Well, Rajesh has been quite the loyal. Now, we did a session on Rajesh last week on the Bros Show. So, Rajesh, hopefully you can stay up tomorrow night as well with us in India and let us know about any changes or impact that you've noticed since your emotion code session that we had last week. So, good stuff. Again, if you're just watching us and you want to learn your 4 NLP styles and the order of them, we have put the Law of Attraction assessment in there. Now, it is time to head to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Good morning, Rhonda Knight Boyle.
Good morning, Michael Losier. Hey, John, how you doing this morning?
Yeah,
Everybody
great.
good?
Absolutely great. Yeah.
Yes. What's up? What's up?
So
I'm
tell us
excited
more
to be
about you,
here.
Rhonda.
Sure, I'm excited to be here this morning. I am from Oklahoma City, and I'm a strengths activation coach and a certified law of attraction facilitator,
Yes.
certified by Michael Losier himself.
Yes, you've been having great results this month. In December, she's doing introductory presentations and she's getting them out.
Over 100 people in the last 5 weeks. So,
yeah, and they're learning how to stop attracting negative things. So that's your strategy, right? You do the free introductory presentation. We call that the signature presentation. And now you're enrolling people into your paid series that have taken that. So my hunch is when you follow up with them, they are giving you lots of kudos and thank yous and acknowledgments for helping them reset negative vibes to positive vibes.
They are. Absolutely. Been pretty fun.
Good. Well, we're looking forward to having you back tomorrow's show because you've got some great emotion code results stories for us.
I do. I know.
Okay.
I love all this stuff.
Well, good stuff. Well, we're glad you're with us, and it's been a delight supporting and mentoring you as you're going through the Certified Law of Attraction program. So good morning and welcome. Okay, so today we're talking about how to reduce and eliminate conflict over the holidays, because I know that you know that I know that you might have it. Okay, just a little bit. What if you had none at all? What if you knew that you are going to have a couple of tools in your back pocket that you can communicate well with everybody? So here's what the challenge is. You know, in my book, Law of Connection, I talk about there's a law to connecting with people. And the law is to stay in rapport with people. And rapport is a French word. It means to be in relationship with, to be in good relationship with. So when I'm in rapport with somebody, that means I'm connecting with them. So Rhonda, here's a 3-part question for you. How long can it take to build rapport with somebody? How long could that take?
Well, it depends. It could happen very quickly, or it could take a long time, or you could never connect with someone, really.
That's right. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes we can connect, you and I connect it right away, and sometimes we don't really connect with some people. And you already know, see, your vibrational meter reader, which is your feelings, is telling you how you're connecting with people. That's question number 1. Absolutely. Question number 2, how long does it take to break rapport with people?
Fast. It's a second, half a second, a millisecond.
Yeah, one word can tick somebody off forever. And
absolutely.
Drum roll, please. How long can it take to repair broken rapport?
It could take forever, or you could use certain words and ways of relating with people that make it much quicker.
You can make it quicker. The real answer is sometimes never.
Right.
Once you tick somebody off or you piece somebody off, particularly a family member. Boy, they love to hold a grudge, don't they? So, and whether it's a customer or client or a potential customer or client or a boyfriend or girlfriend or a family member or your students or your audience, in my certified program, we spend 2 hours teaching you about the 4 styles. And today we're going to review what the 4 styles are and red arrow, and most importantly, how to detect somebody's style. Because you can't be using words with all styles. You never get anything done. We're going to teach you today what you need to listen for and what you need to look for so you can understand how somebody processes information so you can match them. Most broken rapport is caused by miscommunication. Somebody says one thing and somebody answers it another way. I'll give you a suggestion. I'm chatting with a friend this week and I said, do you want to go for dinner Thursday or Friday night? And he said, oh, that sounds good. Yeah, I know. I gave you 2 choices. So then I wrote back and I said, so how about Friday night? He says, that sounds good. Now, you think he was meaning yes, didn't you? He wasn't meaning yes. So I wrote back, I said, so are we on? He said, I'll let you know, but it sounds good. He kept saying it sounds good. So when they say it sounds good, they're not agreeing. It literally sounded like a good idea. And I could show up at his house and honk the horn. He said, what are you doing? I said, we're going for dinner. I didn't say that. I just said it sounded good. So guess what? Broken rapport. People are ticked off. We don't want that. So John, before we get into the 4 styles, Rhonda's going to talk about the key words from 2 of the styles. You'll talk about 2. Let's both take a peek out in the room and see who's saying what already this morning. I know we've got a lot of people watching, a lot of people. We have our friend Sylvia Bellini from Dark London, and she's kinesthetic auditory person surrounded by digital help. Okay, we're going to help you today. And you folks at home are going to understand more about the digital style and how they can be a challenge for the kinesthetic person. Good stuff. John, who do you see out there?
I see Natalie Brown Bennett from California.
Okay, Audie Bayaban from Ventura, California. Victoria Marie Gallagher. Good morning, and everybody from Cave Creek, Arizona. Now, Victoria is also a newly certified Law of Attraction facilitator. So last week we had a conversation. I don't know if I'm telling out of school or not, but I'm going to help her here. So she was talking about, getting opportunities to go out and do her free introductory presentation. That's part of the program. So I said, you know what, just go to your Facebook page and tell people you're looking for an opportunity. Well, her inbox got flooded. So Victoria Maria Gallagher, you can hold your head up high because you are going to be so busy in January delivering your free introductory presentation. And of course, she knows how to upsell them to her paid program. So Victoria Marie Gallagher, get ready to get in the bank lineup. Kelly Carson's with us this morning. Gosh, you guys are so cute. Misty Anderson's giving us hair care, saying we all got great hair today. Who else, John?
Cindy Trost says, I need to change my name to 3 words. Yeah, me too, Cindy.
Love Cindy with the 2 names. Dea Lewis. Hello, everyone from Atlanta. Robert Schindel is from the Philippines. He's very loyal. Welcome back, Robert.
Yeah, and Corrine Beach Murray is from Alberta, Bonnieville.
Okay, Elaine Goldman, she's saying hello. Nice to have her. Sig Brown is saying hello. Good morning, Sig. Candy Min.
Candy.
Saying, can you use 2 or 3 naturally? Matter of fact, that's a good point. I'm going to talk about that shortly. We have all 4 of them. One of them is main, dominant. One is our weakest one. So we're going to cover that today, too.
You know what Candy says? She says, woo, first time catching you live.
You caught me live, Candy. You candy catcher, you.
Hi, Sig Brown.
Here's what we're going to do. We are going to help you be a better communicator over the holidays with your family and your friends and your customers and clients and even the troublemakers in your life. Most conflict is caused by not matching their communication style, and there's 4 of them. I'm just going to quickly show you a quick little picture. We have the visual communicator, the person that's auditory, the person that's kinesthetic, and for some of you, it might be brand new, it is the thinkers. So Rhonda, let's go back to you. Rhonda, when people take the assessment, they're going to learn there's 4 styles. We use all 4 of them to receive information. One of them is our favorite style. And when we're asking people questions, we want them to do something for us. We want to empower them. If we're not matching their style, they get a little bit confused and they're not processing it quickly. So as facilitators, we want to ask questions to all the styles. We might you say 4 questions to satisfy. But when you're one-on-one with somebody, you don't want to ask them 4 questions with 4 styles. So Rhonda, give us a few key words that visual people, now remember the visual is all about the eye. So as Rhonda gives us the word, look how they relate to the eye. Go ahead, please.
So, Michael, the words for visual are look, picture, see, imagine, and clear.
And clear. I know. Now, so right now, our visual friends, they're shaking their head. Oh, I see that. I use those all the time. I picture those in my head. They're used to using those words. But somebody where that's their last style said, never use the word, do you get a picture of that? And if we were to talk to somebody that was, their weakest one was picture, and we kept saying, well, how does that look to you? Do you see what I mean? And they're thinking, well, you didn't show me anything. I don't see nothing. Then you've broken rapport with somebody. So, Wanda, let's come up with a couple questions. I'll come up with one. You come up with one. Now,
sure.
You're sitting around the dinner table, or you're out before dinner, or you're around your friends and colleagues, and you're having a conversation. Now, your job from now on is to listen to find out what the commonly used words. So if you notice that this person is using a lot of visual words, they say, I see that. Okay, this is clear. Okay, I'm getting the picture. Thinking, okay, if I want to be a really good communicator with this student or boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife or child or student or whatever, I'm going to toss in some visual words. So if I'm wanting to encourage someone to do something with me, and I would say, and I know they're visual, my question would be, do you see yourself coming to dinner tomorrow night? And right away, because they would say, oh yeah, I see myself doing that. When people answer really quickly, you got it. When it's not their style, they'll say, do I see myself coming to dinner? When they have to repeat the question back, you didn't get it, right? Because if it was their style, they would get it. So Rhonda, as a facilitator, what's a question you would ask the audience to see if they're getting the material? What could you say? Give me a couple of examples.
Well, I was thinking how I might be telling a story, and I could say, picture this.
That's
and all
right.
of a
Picture
sudden they've
this.
got a picture in, yes. Or I might say something like, I want you to imagine for a minute.
Yes.
And that engages the person who is visual.
That's right. And some styles can't imagine at all.
Mm-mm.
You know, some of the thinkers, when you say imagine, they're bewildered by that. They're not imaginers.
Right.
Right? So that's where we break rapport. Again, if you hear somebody using commonly used visual words, then in that case, you want to match them back with that. If somebody emails you and say, I was looking at your website and it looks like something I see myself doing, don't write them back and ask them how they feel, right? Do you see yourself taking my course? Do you see yourself coming to the seminar? Right away, instant rapport. So, you know, get real close. We are summarizing this entire book with 4 styles and 4 words. So, Rhonda, well, you know what? Let's jump to John. He looks like he's lonely. John, we're going to talk about the kinesthetic style. We chose you, well, just on purpose. So, John, What are some commonly used words? Now, first I'm going to define kinesthetic. Kinesthetic is the touchy-feelies, and they also like to use their hands. So in the example here, when I'm showing kinesthetic, I'm showing them with the hand. They like to do stuff to learn, and they need to get a gut feeling for it. You notice how I'm using the word feeling. So, John, what are some commonly used words that our kinesthetic friends like to use?
Like feeling, feel, or touch, comfortable.
Yeah, the word feeling, the word feel, the word touch.
Yeah, comfortable, connect, or fits, like this fits, does it fit? Yeah.
Yeah. So, again, if somebody sends you an email or you hear somebody using the feeling word a lot, then don't ask them what they think about something. Or don't ask them, how does that look to them? So, you know what, I feel this is okay. Or, if they talk about feelings, then you would say, well, how does this make you feel? Even if it's not one of the words you would use, you would want to stay in rapport with them. So, John, maybe you're working with the client and you know that they're kinesthetic, you're doing a motion code session. What's a question that you could ask them to get feedback from them using their style, feeling? What would you ask them?
Well, maybe if I wanted to like connect up with them later on the week or something, see how they're doing. I'm going to double up here. Would you be comfortable if I connected with you later in the week?
Oh,
Wrinkles
would
on
you be
top.
comfortable if I connected with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're such a show-off. 2 kinesthetic words in 1 sentence. If we had a little ding, 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 I'd give you 2 points for that. And somebody else might say comfortable and connect. It's like, well, yeah, I'll see you online later. But you're catering to their style, right? We're in business. We want to match our client's style. Same with around the dinner table. If someone's using a lot of feeling words, then you're going to want to ask them those questions using feeling words. Again, it might not be your natural way to use it, but if you want to connect well with others, then you adjust your style to do that. Okay, good stuff. Now, we're going back to Rhonda Knight Boyle. Rhonda, we're going to talk about the auditory. Now, the auditory people, they like to receive stuff by listening and by talking. So auditory is both words and ears. What are some common words that this group uses?
Sound. They might use hear,
Yeah,
or
sound,
tell me.
hear.
Tell me, or resonate, or ideas.
Yes. Now, people are saying, well, how does ideas fit? Idea is not a hearing or a mouth word, but auditory people are ideas people. Matter of fact, they're good at improving things and making things better and brainstorming. You know why they like to brainstorm? Because they get to talk. They get to use their ideas. So I'm gonna help you craft a great sentence that just thrills an auditory person. Does this sound like a good idea? Okay, the words, John, I'm doubling up too. Does it sound like a good idea? And they will answer the question just like that. Don't ask them how they feel because they'll mumble and fumble. What's another question, Rhonda, that we could ask maybe an audience?
You could say, does that resonate with you, or how does that resonate?
That's right. Now, they use the word resonate, which in other languages means what word? Do you know what word resonate replaces?
I would say vibration.
Yes, because it's resonate is a resonance, a sound.
Yes.
And instead of using the word feeling, because our kinesthetic friends would say, okay, that I'm getting a feeling for that. The auditory person doesn't use the word feeling, they use the word resonate. So if you're listening, and these are commonly used words that you use, or maybe it's your spouse, most people know what their style is, but what they don't know is how to communicate when somebody's not their style. So if you have somebody in your family that likes to talk and they repeat themselves, and maybe they repeat themselves a lot. You know why they're repeating themselves? Because they don't
feel heard.
That's right. So if somebody's repeating something over and over again, and here's what you need to say, I promise it'll shut them up in a respectful way. I hear what you're saying. Finally, someone's hearing me. Even if you're nodding their head, no, it's not enough. That's visual. I don't want to see that you get it. I want you to say, I hear what you're saying. Sounds good. I hear what you're saying. Oh, that would be a double dose right there. So if you have somebody around the Christmas dinner table that just won't up, and you can, okay, we hear you. You also can be a little blunt to that group. They don't get insulted. The kinesthetic people will cry their eyes out at the table, right? Right, John?
Get up and leave.
You hurt my feelings. The auditory people say, bring it on. Bring it on. You can't insult them, and you can't be too blunt for them. Matter of fact, they're often accused of being quite blunt. Okay, so we got our visual people. The word look, see, imagine, big picture. We got our visual auditory people, the word look, listen, talk, say, sounds like, resonate. What else? Tell me. Oh, you want to start a conversation with an auditory person? Put the icing right up front and use the word tell me. Because when you do, they get to do what? They get to talk. Tell me. Tell me a good idea. Oh, they'd love that. So, John, we have the fourth group. Now, for those of you that have studied visual, auditory, kinesthetic, you say, I did not know there was a fourth group. And for those of you that hated doing assessments because they never made sense for you before, guess what? Because they never talked about your group. It is the digital. And digital is like a clock. 11:01, 11:02, 11:03. See how it's very sequential? So John, the digital people are the thinkers. And by the way, if your spouse is digital, they probably won't give you any answers or feedback unless you ask. You know that? The digital people, the thinkers, won't answer any questions unless you ask. You have to ask them. So I told him 3 times. I told her 4 times. She doesn't give me any feedback. So you have to ask. So John, what are some key words that we hear our digital friends use? And we're going to help design a question using those keywords. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, like think or make sense.
Make sense. Yes, it's your favorite word. Make sense.
Thought. Process.
Yes.
On track.
Yeah. See how
logical.
It's all up in the head?
Yeah.
Make sense. Think. So if your spouse is digital, that means they're processors and thinkers. Well, first, don't ask them for an answer on the spot. You'll break rapport with them. You could be saying this: I'd like you to be thinking about where you'd like to go for dinner tomorrow. So don't say, hey, where do you want to go for dinner in 10 minutes? You'll knock them off their socks, right? They will not be able to process and they'll get ticked off and angry. Give them processing time. I'd like you to be thinking about. Every seminar I have auditory people, I would say, put my hand up. Okay, does this make sense? The digital people, who usually sit at the back row because they're not participatory, they're good learners, but they don't sit in the front row. Oh, Rhonda, who do you think sits in the front row?
I think probably the auditory people sit in the front row.
Well, the visual and auditory. All the visual people, you know why? Because they're distracted. I'm highly distracted. I always sit in the front row. The second row is usually the auditory people. Sometimes they're not taking notes because they don't have to. They're just listening. The kinesthetic person's in the third row. You know how you know who they are? Because they moved their chair away from everybody. They brought a blanket. They brought a coffee warmer. They brought snacks. And they got highlighters and file folders. And they're very comfortable, right? Got an extra sweater. Comfort's important. And the digital people are in the back, probably with pocket protectors on, with the pen in it. I'm judgmental just a little bit. But as a facilitator, you need to know. So here's what I want to do. I want to demonstrate in my certification training course, Ron. As you remember, I teach you how to ask the question to all 4 groups with the use of my hand. So if you're watching, notice how I'm going to go from a visual question, auditory question, a kinesthetic question, and digital. So I'm going to do that right now. So for those of you who are watching at home, here's my question to you. So do you see yourself applying some of this information today? Did you hear something today that resonated with you? Everyone excited? Does this feel like something you want to use over the holidays? What made sense today for you that you can be using? I want you to be thinking about that. And now I've captured all 4 of the groups. If I just said, okay, does this look okay for everybody? Everyone getting the picture? I would probably turn off at least 2 of the groups, or at least 1 of the groups for sure. Good stuff. So here, what we'd like to do, I'd like you to make a comment in the chat room. What made sense for you today? What do you see yourself doing? What resonated with you? And how does this fit? How does this fit for you in your life? Now, fit's a very kinesthetic question. We don't mean fitting like a sweater, but how does this information fit? And it's like a sweater, but with information. John, take another peek. Who else is saying what for us, please?
Yeah, we have Cass McCrae watching. He says that it's a tasty broadcast.
Hey, it's Cass McCrae.
Yeah, and Elaine Goldman says, hey, everyone. And Colleen Teresa McSpirit has a comment here. I'll read the comment. Update on procrastination and a sincere thank you to John. Hey. Progress continues. I recently visited a storage unit of papers, was calm, relaxed, and excited to look at each paper. I approached and easily determined what to keep and what to shred. We worked on Colleen on a procrastination bro show.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so she's seen some progress here. Big hugs of appreciation. Yeah.
Misty Anderson is showing 4 of those little bells and said John gets a dinger.
Double ding.
Our friend Dea Lewis is asking, she's digital kinesthetic on the assessment, but in everyday life, visuals and auditory really make up my daily actions and words. Can you discuss, so digital, why this may be happening? Very digital. Now, I hate to give a special shout out to the digital folks because they love the acknowledgement. But people that are digital tend to be balanced across the board with just a slight upper edge on digital. So, and Day is a classic example. She said she likes to receive stuff visually, she's digital kinesthetic, and she's auditory, makes up her daily actions and words. So she's well-rounded. Say yes if you love that, Dea. She's well-rounded and probably use all of them equally, but just a little hint more on the digital. Good question. Even when you do the assessment, everybody, you might notice that some of your scores are really close, and the lead one just might be 1 point ahead, and it only takes 1 point ahead of the other ones to really make a difference with that. So, good stuff. Kelly Carson, she's visual for sure. Okay, John.
Rami Carlin, kinesthetic here and visual. Says you guys are awesome.
Hey, Carly, thank you.
Misty Anderson, visual kinesthetic, yeah. Okay. And auditory.
Misty and Cindy are doing hashtag wars today.
Yeah. Rami says everything made sense. Thank you guys. Maybe a little digital there too, Rami.
Yeah. Now, Cass McRae is such a show-off, you know. He's saying this is a tasty broadcast. Now, tasty is another style. Now, and it's gustatory. So it's people that say, "Oh, this is delicious. Let me digest that. Ooh, that sounds crunchy." In other words, they use a lot of food-related words. So, Cass McRae, I got your number. Okay. Does this sound sweet to you, Cass? Huh? Is this something you can you taste the success here? Thought I didn't know, did you, Cass? Okay.
Little education for Cass this week, so there's less bitterness over the holidays.
Yes.
Good job, John.
Candy Mint saying, I do love a cozy sweater and a hot cup of coffee at my meetings. Hashtag your kinesthetic is showing.
Scarf. Yeah.
Rhonda, you've got a special announcement. We have, and because you're on the panel, tell people what's happening. It's a special show. It's not on a Friday. It's not the Bro Show on Saturday, but it is when, please?
It is New Year's Day. The New Year's Day show. Guess when that is? New Year's Day. January 1st.
Captain
There
Obvious.
you go.
It's on January 1st.
That's it. And so it's at 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 noon Eastern, and tips for becoming more abundant in 2018.
Yes.
Excited about that. And there are prizes. Woo!
Talk about
1,000.
abundance.
Huh? Yeah. $1,295 in prizes will be given away by Mr. Losier.
And you just need to have joined my Facebook page, which most of you are on right now. You'll get the notification. You need to say hello and all the other great stuff. I'm going to have a nice full panel, and we're going to deliver 5, 6, 7, or 8 tips on what you could be practicing every day to become more abundant. I'll give you a tip. It's not about the money at all. Actually, most people, when they talk about money, are sending a negative vibration. If you talk about money and law of attraction was eavesdropping, it catch you having a negative vibration about money. We're going to switch it all up for you. And we're going to help you start the new year with tips about how you can be sending the vibration of abundance. And the only way to attract anything is to send the vibration of which you want to attract. So join me on January 1st for the January 1st show, my annual New Year's Day show. Diane Marie Barnella is saying hello. She's from Nightingale, NC, North Carolina. And good. John, can you remind people of what tomorrow? Oh, yeah, Caroline Migley's joined us as well. Got on live. Woohoo. Delilah Cordova's with us. Norma Zambesco. I like that. That's a game show name. Norman Benesco. John, tell people about the Bro Show tomorrow, what they need to do, and how to watch it live, please.
Episode number 29, and it's the Hollywood panel, Hollywood Squares show. So we're welcoming people that we worked on, either live on the show or one-on-one as a client, to join us. Let us know that you want to join us, and we'll send you a link to register. And yeah, join us live, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, to watch and hear all these wonderful success stories and a variety of different ways that we've been helping people. Yeah, and Rhonda's coming back. And the bros will be there, obviously.
Yeah. Now, John, you and I have come up with a list of new shows that we're doing for 2018. If you want to find out what the topics are and join us so you can be selected to have a live emotion code session, go to hangoutwithmichael.com/bros, and you will see what we've got cooking, and mark your calendar so you can join us live. John, I'm just going to take one more quick peek here. Rajesh, a friend from Mumbai, he's saying #digitally, I am improved since I read your book, Law of Attraction, respectively. That's a very digital sentence. Thank you very much. Elle Freeberry, she's my friend from the UK. Ooh, gustatory. That's interesting. Thank you. I just had a light bulb moment. Okay, light bulb. Can you guys guess what style that is, a light bulb moment?
Say visual, as you see it, right?
Yeah, I'd say visual too. Whose communication style I couldn't quite work out. There's also what's the smell? Olfactory. So but they're not as common. So olfactory is smells, and then gustatory is food. So thanks for the shout out, Elle. And our friend Pramelia is saying good morning. Thank you for great examples of all 4 styles. You are welcome. John, I'll let you wrap up with a couple more people to say hello to.
Misty Anderson is really looking forward to the Hollywood Squares and New Year's show. Kelly Carson says, if you have an empty slot for tomorrow, let me know.
Okay, nice. I'll let you know, Kelly, today.
Yeah. Dia Lewis says, awesome detailed answer.
We'd love her if we can do that. Dia is saying, awesome detailed answer. Oh, you think she's a little digital? Awesome detailed answer. Thanks so much. Now it all makes sense. I'm sitting in front of the room, but on my second row, sitting on my portable seat cushion with my laptop, taking notes and highlighting everything with all the colored pens and highlighters in my pocket protector. I think she's mocking me. I'm being mocked by Dea today. I can tell that. Okay, Rhonda, can you tell people a little bit more about you and what kind of service they could get for you and how to get a hold of you, please?
You bet. I am a strengths activation coach and a certified law of attraction facilitator by Michael Losier, and I work with corporations who are interested in improving employee engagement and that type of thing, and I work with individuals on personal transformation.
Yeah. And I think it's good for people to understand what their strengths are. I read something on your Facebook page that said, this is not about trying to get people to increase their weaknesses. This is about get people to say, here's what you're good at, and let's strengthen that. Get really good at doing that. Instead of, because we can't, it's like the 4 styles. You can learn them all, but if you're really good at one style, then that's what you want to practice. So same with my book.
I think
Your Life's Purpose, same thing. Find out what you're passionate about and do more of it.
Yep, exactly. I think a lot of times we try to fix ourselves and we keep our eyes on what other people are doing instead of what we need to be doing. So there's a lot of that too. Yeah.
And what's your website address, please?
It is RhondaBoyle.com.
RhondaBoyle.com. Okay,
RhondaBoyle.com.
John, how can people get a hold of you, please? They might be a little fix-up before the holidays.
Yeah, you can find me at aliveandpure.com. Should be just written below me, right here. And yeah, I have online scheduling, so you can book online. We could work one-on-one when you need some help with chronic pain, need some help with motivation, clear out that procrastination.
And you can explode your business by getting rid of all the blocks that are stopping and blocking you from attracting what you need. Thank you very much, team. It was a great morning we had this morning. John, I'll see you tomorrow morning at the Bro Show. Shout out to everybody watching and everybody sharing. My hunch is today you heard something that makes sense to you that you might see yourself using over the next few days with excitement. So thanks for sharing your time with me this morning. We'll see you next Friday on the Hangout with Michael show. Cheers, everybody.